live streamed on?
The banner news YouTube.
Oh, man, YouTube. Okay. Thank you. Banner News YouTube channel, but I don't see it anymore. That's me probably because I've got my kids restricted mode on here. Let's see. I have someone, one of the Netherlands, and they want to be able to watch, so I'm trying to help them out. Yes.
Please rise and remove your caps for playing on the Star Spangled Banner, performed by Dave Swenson and Dave Richardson.
You may be seated. My name is Rob Denson. I'm president of Point Area Community College, and it's my pleasure to welcome you today. And on behalf of the DMACC Board of Directors and all our faculty, staff, and administrators, again, welcome to this very, very important event. I want to thank each one of you for being here today, celebrating this amazing group of students. Students, we thank you for choosing DMACC and for all your efforts on our campus and in the community. We are very happy to be taking this morning, taking a moment to celebrate this milestone in your lives. Now, all of us are grateful to have played some small part in this great achievement. It is my pleasure to introduce some key leaders seated in the audience this morning. From the DMACC Board of Directors, Brett Brunner, trustee from Boone, Board President Joe Bugle, and Chris Roberts, board member from Carroll. The administrators we have with us today, and if you stand when I mention your names, everybody knows what I'm talking about. Dr. Kyle Collins, Associate Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Jenny Foster, Executive Academic Dean of History and Technology, Dr. Alan Gobin, Executive Campus Dean Boone, Dr. Aaron Lee Schneider, Dean of Students and Urban Campus Student Services, Dr. Drew Nelson, Executive Academic Dean of Education Communication, Dr. Ann Power, Executive Academic Dean of Business and Information Technology, Scott Schultz, Executive Academic Dean of the School of Sciences, Eric Spiller, Vice President of Student Affairs, Dr. Bethany Sweeney, English and History, Dr. Nancy Woods, Director of Advanced Academics, and Abigail Zeggers, Urban Campus Dean. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank them for all the work that they do to help provide the support you need to get you to this point today. So again, congratulations. At this time, and with many thanks, we'd like to recognize the following group: Boone campus faculty and staff. Please stand. Let's give them a round of applause. Success of DMACC is directly the quality of our faculty and staff, and we will put them up against anyone, anywhere. They're very proud to be here. We're very proud to have them. Now, for anyone in the audience, would all former DMACC graduates please stand? If you're in your DMACC graduate, please stand. We got a good one. How about anyone else who's ever taken a class at DMACC? So delivering this morning's welcome address is Ann Van Hemmer. Ann is an exercise science and kinesiology transfer AA major. She's from the Netherlands, where her father and mother and siblings reside. During her time at the Boone campus, Ann is a member of the DMACC women's golf team and the Student Activities Council. After graduating, Ann is transferring to Ottawa University
wonder to myself, what is this waste of time? Yes, I'm doing good, but I wouldn't tell you that I wasn't doing good in the middle of the hall. You always get the same answer, so how would you understand? Again, I struggle. I question my decision to travel to the U.S. Many of you have likely struggled too. But I failed to protect me for so many years. I joined in on some small talk with people in the hallway. I participated in student executive council events. My favorite word that I speak social and instead of pain is unison. I've started to realize that the support has always been there, but it took me a little bit to notice. My DMACC coaches, professors, and staff were there. I struggled and they saw this. Boot camp saw. They continued to reach out until I let them in. I couldn't be more thankful for my roommate and teammate Lily, who took me home with me over long weekends and Thanksgiving break. Head coach Seabach and assistant coach Riley, who always talk to someone, even if it wasn't about golf. And a portion of the time was spent in the athletic training room, where I would talk to Sam, not just once a day, but at least twice, if not more. Thank you for your guidance and guidance. You've done it. You've made it your way through DMACC successfully. Remember who helped you. Who was there for your way of life. As you go out in your next find these people. Your support network. I'm fortunate to be heading to Colorado University in Arizona to continue my academic and athletic experience. What comes next for you? Be sure to remind yourself of what you've already accomplished. You did, but always with a little bit of help. Miss everybody, but I'm excited for what the future brings for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. We look forward to the LPGA sometime soon. Today, representing the DMACC Foundation is Abby Howie. Abby is president of the DMACC Movement Foundation Committee, and she has a few words to share with you on behalf of the DMACC. Abby.
Good morning, esteemed faculty, friends, and the graduating class of 2025. I'm Nat Howie, and I am honored to serve as president of the DMACC Foundation Movement Committee. The DMACC Foundation is committed to upholding educational excellence. We collaborate with local businesses, donors, and DMACC alumni to raise funds for scholarships and capital projects. An outstanding example of this collaboration is the Fairway Fieldhouse and Activity Center right in front of the campus. Our foundation is dedicated to ensuring that quality education offered by DMACC remains accessible to all through scholarship support. In recent years, we are proud to have awarded over $2 million in scholarships across our 20 districts. A significant portion of those scholarships have directly benefited students here at the DMACC campus. Today, we have several of those scholarship recipients among us. If you have been a beneficiary of a DMACC scholarship during your time here at DMACC, would you please stand so we can recognize you with a round of applause? Thank you. To the graduating class of 25, I extend my heartfelt congratulations. Your hard work and your dedication have led you to this significant milestone.
out of the nationwide 3,600 applicants to the Phi Theta Kappa scholarship application, there were 4 DMACC students selected to receive even more additional recognition. One of these students is Ashley Koenig. Ashley, you stand. She was recognized as a 2024 Academic Team Gold Scholar. Ashley, congratulations. She is also wearing a special medallion signifying her membership in that. She's received significant scholarships, valuable funding for her before she completes her bachelor's. The Boone campus also has several graduates who have successfully completed the DMACC Honors Program. These students have at least 13 honors credits, maintained a grade point average of 0.5 or higher. Honors Program graduates, would you please stand? Congratulations, scholars. DMACC Honors graduates are also wearing specialized medallions representing those amazing accomplishments. Before I move on, I would like to recognize our Phi Theta Kappa and Phi Theta Kappa students that they've received so much support from the faculty staff on the Boone campus. The Boone campus is especially supportive, helpful, and invested in seeing our students succeed. As anyone associated with the DMACC Honors Program and or Phi Theta Kappa, please stand faculty and students. Thank you, friends and graduates, for all of your hard work while you get it to me.
Thank you, Nancy. It is now my pleasure to introduce today's keynote speaker, Mary Beth Hanlon. Mary Beth is Professor Emerita in Biology at DMACC. After receiving her bachelor's degree in science education from the University of Wyoming, she taught for Cheyenne, Wyoming. She then returned to the University of Wyoming for her master's degree in microbiology. Mary Beth is a member of Alpha Gamma Rho, Beta Omicron chapter, and Ag honorary. She worked in a biology lab at the University of Wyoming for 4 years before moving to East West, Texas, where she taught in both the middle and high school. Her husband's job that brought them to Ames. Married to Steve for 35 years, and they have 2 sons, Sean in behavioral health, created a caseworker in the enrichment program for Orchard Place in Des Moines, and Kevin was a history teacher in Polina, Iowa. Both of her sons went to DMACC and went on to earn their bachelor's degrees from the University of Northern Iowa. Mary Beth joined DMACC in 1999, teaching introduction to biology, anatomy, and physiology, 1 and 2, and microbiology. Mary Beth served as a group leader for the science department for 12 years. She also served on the DMACC calendar committee and judicial review board, and multiple hiring committees. Additionally, Mary Beth served as president of the Boone Hockey Association. For the past decade, Mary Beth has led the DMACC Cup, bringing together DMACC students, employees, and community members to perform during home basketball games. And help me please welcome Professor Mary Beth Hanlon.
Okay, good morning. Good morning, distinguished platform guests, my friends, faculty, and staff, my family. Whoops. My husband, Steve, my son, Sean, his wife, Mariah, my son, Kevin, his fiancée, Katie, and my puppy, Scott. Welcome to the parents and friends of the 2020 graduates, and mostly importantly, to you, 2025 graduates. I would like to thank the commencement committee for this honor of addressing you today. So where do I? It was a warm summer's day on August 6, 19 baseball, football, ran track, and they expected us to put our best foot forward. Well, I couldn't play baseball, but I tried basketball. I did, Joy, really, I did. I ran locals in track. Yes, that was a thing back then. And then I started on a ponytail slow pitch softball league when I was 14 in Winners. I was also allowed to play in the slow pitch women's league, even though I was underage. But I can still hear my dad from the bleachers, from center field, saying, "Hit the ball! Keep your eye on the ball! Run faster!" I know some of you have heard that. Again, striving to put my best foot forward, I tried. Academically, it was no different. Do you go to college? They said, as neither one of them did. So I graduated in the top 10% of my high school class, went on to our local community college for 2 years, and then on to the university. I needed to put my best foot forward, as my parents really didn't have the money to send both my brother and I to college. So scholarships were the only way. Like Rob said, I achieved my bachelor's degree in secondary education and science. Got a teaching job in Cheyenne, where I taught everything from 6th grade religion to biology 2. I directed, I coached volleyball. That was a busy time. But again, always having to put my best foot forward. So here are where the rocks come into play. Okay? There are always face. So I returned to the University of Wyoming to work on a degree in technology, as I really liked working in a lab. Well, I shadowed a friend of mine one winter term, and she said, "Mary Beth, you can do way better." This was a big problem. What do I do? I had just gotten engaged. Now what do I do with my life? Well, one of my favorite professors, Dr. Leroy, said, "Why don't you be my last grad student? All your coursework is done, your research is done." So then I pondered on that. Do I go back, or do I go forward? We spoke with Steve, and we decided this was my best option. A good rock to climb. I graduated with my master's, and had put my best foot forward, achieving that 3.8. The next job was the next rock was a job. Okay, where did you get a job in microbiology? Well, it just so happened the University Microbiology Lab, and they needed a microbiologist. I interviewed, I got the job. Steve was working on his master's at the same time. But I work with bacteria that spoils food. One of my projects included increasing the amount of metabolites for increase in leather production, using products made by bacteria, and environmentally friendly. I was on slaughter floors, small operations to big operations. What a rock that was. And we succeeded! Process. Semi-rock problem. Another rock was encountered when my grant money ran out and Steve graduated. What do we do now? Steve applied and interviewed in Eagle Pass, Texas, working for the United States Department of Agriculture, Animal Plant Health Inspection Service, controlling agricultural products coming across the board. Well, my boy fell. I thought we needed a little extra income. So I applied to teach, going back to my initial degree. That rock wasn't too big, as I started middle school teaching life, 7th grade life, 9th grade physical science, and 9th grade advanced biology. change in 1999, and we went from 65 degrees to minus 15 degrees in a 48 hours. That's the show. Yeah, it was January. But I'm still encountering rocks. In the fall of 1999, I applied to teach adjunct here at the Boone campus, which is part-time, with microbiology, then anatomy and physiology. I eventually applied for and got a full-time position in fall of 2021. And I've been here ever since. And I've loved teaching AMP 1 and 2, human biology, semesters of introduction biology, but I've encountered many students, encouraging them always best foot forward in the areas of nursing, physical therapy, occupational therapy, chiropractic studies, medicine, and other. All of this has opened opportunities for us to put our best foot forward. My husband and I had the chance to travel to South Africa with colleagues and friends. So there was a 9.2 kilometer hike, 6.1 miles. Sure, I can do that. So that's where the next set of pictures are from. Rover Peninsula in the Plettenberg Bay area. The hike started out in Old Bay. Then came the boulders. Now I'm 5'1", and a lot of these were well over 25 inches tall. I have a 26-inch in Z. So I had to put my best foot forward with every step. When I got to the halfway point, I went, am I going to make it? Do I go forward? Or do I go back? I really had to work hard. But with the help of some of my friends, I got through. It was always, just one more rock, Maribeth. Then there were stairs. And then there was sand. But you correct me. So the rocks. I'm a teacher. So just recently, Steve and I had some more rocks. And we explored regions of the world. So we went on a Rhine River cruise in Europe. And new area, wonderful sights, new countries, and still more. So now, you are all taking your next rocks in all sorts of directions. Your time here at DMACC has been several steps. Some of you encountered those rocks and climbed over them. They might have been getting used to the college experience, or perhaps otherwise study. You've learned how to talk to your professors for help or questions. You've spoken to staff about financial issues, the library about resources, and other staff about health and mental issues. You have learned how to manage your studies, athletics, work, home situations. And look, you've come out on top. You've climbed your rocks here at DMACC, but there are more to come. Are you going to a four-year university? And where do you go? Where do I get a job? What school is the best step when I have athletics on my mind? The rocks will continue to come at you throughout your life. And you must always strive to put your best foot forward in everything you do. So find the rocks to climb. Put your best foot forward. So, are you ready?
Thank you, Mary Beth. Inspiring presentation about the challenges, opportunities, and celebrations along life journey. Thanks also to our wonderful faculty and staff members who helped make this day possible, to the many work needed to achieve. You will also notice that our students wear additional regalia. Students wearing a gold cord have earned a GPA 3.5 or higher in their degree. Wearing gold skulls are members of Phi Beta Kappa, the International Honor Society for two-year colleges, and students wearing gold medallions on blue ribbons have completed DMACC honors with a cumulative GPA of 3.5. You may also notice students wearing red, white, and blue shirts who are serving or have served in the United States Armed Forces. Thank you for your service, and may we have a round of applause for the special work of all these veterans. Graduates, our work helps people identify their purpose, learn knowledge and skills to live their dreams and actualize their highest potential. Many of you will continue your studies at four-year colleges and universities. Some will use your learning and credentials to begin a career and start a business. You've all been part of a transformational journey to launch the rest of your life's dreams. We celebrate your integrity, perseverance, and great achievement. You leave here both as graduates and as part of the DMACC Fairs community. We're better you haven't been here. And we look forward to seeing you again on campus and in our community. Thank you for sharing this special moment in time, and congratulations as you enjoy this day. Please now welcome Dr. Kyle Collins, Associate Vice President of Academic Affairs.
The class of 2025, please rise. On behalf of members of the Board of Directors, President Rob Benson, academics, student and operational leaders, these students have met and fulfilled all the requirements set forth by the Board of Directors of the Moline Area Community. Upon recommendation of the faculty and administration, with all the rights, honors, privileges, and marks of distinction pertaining thereof, these students are recommended for the appropriate diploma or degree. It is my honor and great privilege to confer these awards on each of you. Please be seated. It is now my honor to invite you to the stage to receive your ranking. I respectfully ask that all individual applause be held until the graduates that receive their diploma and return to their seat. Marshals, please direct the first row of graduates to the stage.
Elizabeth Archibald. Michelle Atkins. Jonathan Alker. Owen Osborne. Michelle Baker. Samantha Baker. Catherine Beeson. Riley Bennett. Troy Miller. Macy Wanda. Eileen Borges. Brianna Catherine. Maya Pessa. Mora Chalupa. Jared Davidson. Kaden Ethan. Ellie Flanagan. Jessica Nova. Don Franco. Adam Fraser. Danielle Galvin. Tiffany Graham. Alina Johnson. Abby Harding. Bryn Harris. Mason Cities. Lily Botucker. Josie Jacobson. Brianne Jameson. Annalise Johnson. Galen Johnson. Aggie Johnston. Emma Jones. Tanner Jones. Gabrielle Katz. Edie Tango. Elizabeth Tom. Trevor Gillis. Jordan King. Ashley Keyes. Josie Krause. Lexi Lane. Leslie Martinez. Mason McLean. Josephine McClellan. Paige Metzger. Lacey. Sean Miller. Zella Knott. Ethan Nady. Gabriel Nady. Emily Now. Uriel Ndole Wayne. Lindsay Nevins. Aubrey Obermeyer. Onofre. Joseph Palmer. Madison Penton. Megan Peterson. Alexander Pickering. Brown. Emiliano Ramos. Sydney Rice. Zach Miller. Bailey Smith. Michaela Snyder. Paige Soley. McKinley Spade. Kaden Spencer. Reese Stevens. Riley Snice. Michaela Stern. Alvarina Thomas. Stephen Thomas. Alexia Corna. Mia Ann Niemer. Jocelyn Victoria. Mary Walker. Mia Walker. Winnemont. Dawson Westfall. Noah Whitley. Hillary Wilson. And Tina Wiggins.
This time, I invite you to move your tassel from the right to the left side of your cap. Congratulations. It takes a great deal of effort to make this ceremony possible. Thanks to the commencement committee for today's arrangements, also appreciate President Rob Denson, DMACC leadership, and the stage party, including our members, our commencement speaker, Mary Beth Anna, our student speaker, Ann Van Hemmer, and President of the DMACC Foundation Boone Committee, Abby Howie, for taking time to be with us today. Also, thanks to Nancy Woods and the entire office folks for all the work we have done throughout the year and today. Thank you to all of you for joining us to celebrate the graduates of 2025. The nursing pinning ceremony will begin in the gym in approximately 15 to 20 minutes. We ask that you remain seated while the stage party, faculty, and graduates. Once our graduates have left the gym, you may exit the east doors to the gym lobby and proceed to the Porter Center for our graduation reception.